Disneyland Paris Secrets Revealed. Disneyland Paris opened on April 12, 1992, and back then it was called Aero Disneyland, and you can still see references to that name. If you go to the train station at Main Street USA, you will still see these emblems that read EDRR for Aero Disneyland Railroad. Not only there, but also at Discovery Arcade, it's possible to see an advertisement for the Aero Disneyland Railroad. I encourage you to find some yourself as well. At City Hall, you can find this beautiful map, and yes, it also says Aero Disneyland on it. Another cool detail at City Hall is this. On the walls inside City Hall at Disneyland Paris, you'll find the Légion d'honneur medal that Walt Disney was awarded by France in January 1936. The Légion d'honneur is the highest French order of merit, established in 1802 by Napoleon. If you are a big Disney Parks fan, you all know about the Main Street windows. Main Street windows are a way Disney celebrates the people that contributed to make Disneyland great. So they usually put the name of the person and a fake business that kind of is related to them. And at Disneyland Paris, this is no exception. You can find Walt Disney and Roy Disney, Tony Baxter and Marty Sklar, Michael Eisner and Frank Wells. What is your favorite window? Let me know in the comments below. And please, click that subscribe button right now. S'il vous plaît, s'abonnez. Another cool detail at Disneyland Paris is that there are walkways protected from the rain, so that you can walk from Main Street up to Adventureland without getting wet or snow on you. The walkways start at Liberty Arcade. You can then go from here, walk to Frontierland, Adventureland, but then you have to exit the walkway and enter another one, and you can end up at Pirates of the Caribbean. And in speaking of the arcades, the Discovery Arcade also features some cool details. For instance, you have some fun patents from back in the day. I encourage you to go here and search some fun ones for yourself. But at Discovery Arcades there are these beautiful works of art, but one of these is quite interesting because it's referencing Six Flags. At the Baltimore artwork you'll find this power plant that at first seems like a regular power plant, but it actually has some history to this. Six Flags actually opened a park that was called the Power Plant in Baltimore. It opened on Pier 4 in summer 1985, but it closed just 5 years later because it didn't have any rides. Many Disney Imagineers worked on this project, such as Herb Ryman and Mark Davis, so it is cool to see a reference to it here. For the next Disneyland secret, we'll need to get on the Disneyland Railroad. You will hear this theme.
Bienvenue à nos nouveaux passagers. Veuillez rester assis car il prévoit à l'intérieur. S'il vous plaît, veuillez ne pas fumer.
It's from an extinct attraction, Le Visionarium. Le Visionarium was a 360-degree show that was about time traveling and told the story of the timekeeper and his companion Nina and their mishaps from time to time. At the Magic Kingdom, this ride was known as the Timekeeper, and in Tokyo Disneyland it was called Visionarium, but at Disneyland Paris it was unfortunately replaced with Buzz Lightyear Laser Blast. And if you want more visionary stuff, 99 can be found at the beginning of Buzz Lightyear Laser Blast. Right at the beginning, look ahead of you and you'll find her. 99 was the co-protagonist alongside the Timekeeper. She traveled back in time and showcased the images on the 360-degree circle theater. Unfortunately, Le Visionnaire s'est disparu. If you clicked on this video, you probably saw this thumbnail, and I'm going to let you know that this is not clickbait. Le Château de la Belle Bois Dormant features many fantastical elements in its architecture that takes inspiration from Europe. One of these elements are known as croquette, found on many Gothic cathedrals, but Imagineers took this element and did something really funny with it. Snails. At Le Château de la Belle Dormant, you will will need to take a look at the Golden Towers. The best place to view them is on the balcony, located at the second floor of the castle. Unfortunately, I don't have the best zoom, so we'll have to use this photo from Hidden DLPR. Full credit to them and go check them out. Snails anyone? For the next cool details, we need to go to Walt Disney Studios Park and their awesome new land, Avengers Campus. This is an awesome land that opened this year. You guys probably know WD-40, it is an anti-corrosive, but at the Spider-Man Web Adventures on the pre-show, Imagineers did another funny detail. Instead of WD-40, we have WD-1401, a reference to Walt Disney Imagineering located in Glendale at 1401 Flower Street. And the Star Tours also references that because your flight number is 1401. The queue also references many obscure comic book characters. See if you can name any of them in the comments below. At the gift shop, you can also find some props from an old ride that was known as Armageddon, les effets spéciaux that Spider-Man replaced. Going to Adventureland, at the sign located at its entrance, you'll find this globe, referencing true-life adventures films from Walt Disney. You can also see this really cool WDI reference. Now, moving on to Colonel's Raffic's Pizza Outpost, you'll see these lamps with EC, which stands for Explorers Club, and this is because this place wasn't called Pizza Outpost when it opened, and it didn't even serve fast food pizza back then. This beautifully themed building originally housed a table service restaurant called Explorers Club. Over the years, both the decor and food offerings have changed. Unfortunately, they found that guests wanted more quick service locations, so in 1995 the structure got its current name. At the interior, there are also many references to the Tiki Room and the Jungle Cruise, since these rides are not located at Disneyland Paris. And one more quick fact is that the mining equipment at Big Thunder Mountain are actually real, at least some of them, from back in the day. Now, if you want to see the future of Disneyland Paris, I recommend you click the video appearing on the screen right now. A bientôt!